So she mentioned that the commanders and chiefs, we had too many of them and they were overpaid. That needed to come off. And I don't think that that's fair to say, to target one particular entity of his budget.
Controversy continues between Flagler County Commission District 4 candidate Jane Gentile-Yude and Sheriff Rick Staley, who called her the defund the police candidate in a letter to the community after she made certain comments during recent candidates forums about the department having too much fat. She also called Staley's letter a form of slander. Now Gentile-Yude's opponent Leanne Pennington is getting involved. Pennington, who made an equal time request to WNZF, also responded to Sheriff Staley's letter, in which he said he'd be voting for Pennington.
I was really surprised by it. To me, it was overwhelming, and it was a really grateful thing from the sheriff to write that. But, he's absolutely right at the end of the day. And I think she needed to take into the fact that, we're witnessing a nationwide police shortage. There's a fight to ensure that the profession doesn't become extinct. So there's a lot of needs and requirements to stay competitive.
Hear the entire Free-for-All Candidate Forum. It's available as a podcast on the Flagler radio app or online at flaglerbroadcasting.com. This local news is a service of Flagler County's Toyota dealer, Beaver Toyota US 1 St. Augustine, here to wow you. A new assisted living center is one step closer to coming to Palm Coast.
The facility is planned at Old Kings Road and Oak Trails Boulevard near Blair Drive. Before the vote, Palm Coast Mayor David Alphin wanted to ensure proper stormwater mitigation is in place.
I would urge you and the applicant, the developer, to, if it's possible, look for ways to further mitigate. I realize that this storm was out of the ordinary, but it would be good for you to have that in your mind as you are, working through the site plan.
Deputy Chief Development Officer Ray Tyner addressed Alvin's concern.
Both the City of Palm Coast will look at all the details and the technical plans for the stormwater, as well as the St. Johns River Water Management District. So it's just not the City of Palm Coast, it's another agency to make sure that the stormwater complies. In addition, there is already an existing stormwater pond for the road on the site as well.
The developer says Palm Coast will benefit from the new facility as its aging demographic has changed over the last 10 years. For Flagler's Morning News, I'm Rich Petchke.
Inmates at the Flagler County Jail get the opportunity to enroll in culinary classes.
The Homeward Bound initiative launched last year in partnership with Flagler Technical College and now offers a certificate in culinary food service management to go along with its current certificate programs in pre-HVAC and vinyl graphics applications. HBI provides certificate courses for inmates to learn a trade or skill while they're incarcerated, improving their chances to obtain employment and to not have to return upon their release. Flagler County Sheriff Rick Staley.
It is our hope with partnerships like this with the Flagler Technical College, the Sheriff's Office, and community partners such as the Beachfront Grill that we can give inmates a helping hand to turn their life around and become productive citizens of our community.
Sheriff Staley says some of the inmates already have jobs waiting for them upon their release from jail. For Flagler's Morning News, I'm Karen Johnson.
Flagler County only has the East Flagler Mosquito Control Division. That leaves the western side and more rural part of the county underserved when it comes to mosquito control. Mike Martin, one of the district's 3 commissioners, explains the rationale.
Since we're funded by property values, there isn't enough ad valorem revenue, property tax revenue, in the west side of the county because the agricultural areas are appraised differently than the residential areas. So it comes down to how can you afford to raise enough money from the west area of the county to provide them with mosquito service.
The East Flagler Mosquito Control Division currently covers just 19% of Flagler County.
However, we have 94% of all the tax revenue. So if we wanted to cover the other 81% of Flagler County, we'd only have 6% additional revenue to do it. And that simply doesn't work. And it's the only way that we get funds is from tax revenue. So unless the county commissioners or somebody can come up with an innovative way to increase tax revenue without burdening the farmers out there, which we certainly don't want to do, it just isn't financially feasible to do it.
But the district is working to expand in the south, east of US 1 from north of Corona, as well as south and east to the Volusia County line to include areas like Plantation Bay. The district is also looking to expand west to include US 1 to the Florida East Coast Railway from County Road 13 north to the St. Johns County line to include areas like the Palm Lakes Entertainment and Industrial Park, the Atlantis Industrial Area, and Palm Coast Park. Those areas will be taxed to provide revenue for mosquito control services if Flagler County Commissioners approve the expansion plan at their November 21st meeting. Martin says they also have an interlocal agreement with the county that allows the district to spray outside the district upon request in areas like Daytona North, Mondex, Rima Ridge, and Espanola. From the WNZF Newsroom, I'm Amy Cherry.
The weekend is here and plenty of family fun going on in Flagler County. This is Stacy with Fun for Augie Kids.
This weekend is the Community Fall Festival at St. Elizabeth Ann Seton Catholic Church. There will be live entertainment, activities and games, music, crafts, world-famous canine frisbee dogs, and more. Tonight is the Parent Night Out event at the Palm Coast Community Center. Kids aged 5 through 12 will enjoy pizza, play games, watch movies, and have fun. Tomorrow, join in the fun at the Fall Arts Festival, a beautiful day filled with art, music, food, and fun. Entertainment will be provided by local musicians. Join Trinity Presbyterian Church USA for a free outdoor movie in their pumpkin patch featuring Family Camp. Popcorn and drinks will be provided, so bring your chairs and blankets and enjoy the show. For more on these events and others, please visit us on our website at fun4augiekids.com. Have a great weekend.
And now you're up to date on Flagler's Morning News. I'm Rich Carroll.